In this video, we will continue defining our tool section inside a setup sheet template. So far, we have defined our section here, and the section purpose is tool data. This means that it will be repeated as many times as we have tools count. In our DXML, we have 6 tools, so this means that this section will be repeated 6 times. The only problem is that here we have hard-coded string values, which will repeat all 6 times. If you see here, 100, 100, 100, T1, T1, T1. So we need to replace all of these values with formulas. Formulas for the tool section can be found within the tool section here in source data. So let's go and expand this. And for example, we need tool diameter. Let's search for the diameter. We can copy this copy formula to clipboard, and we can go and paste our formula. As you can see here, all the tool functions are with the prefix tool. So it's tool diameter, meaning that it comes from the tool section in the source data. Let's go and confirm. Let's try to find pitch. So if pitch is for some tool, for example, empty, we need to print the slash sign. For example, pitch for the end mill tool doesn't make any sense. So let's go and search for the pitch and copy this. We can copy the formula again and paste it instead of this slash sign. Say enter. And as you can see now, here we have empty field. We want to avoid this. How to do that? We copy this tool pitch, and before it, we say if statement. And we say if our tool pitch is equal to empty string, which is 2 quotation marks and nothing between, then we put semicolon. So if this is true, we want to print in between quotation marks a slash sign. If this is false, we want to print our tool pitch. Let's close our brackets and say enter. So here we now have a slash sign instead of empty string. So let's go and copy all of this now. Show you one more trick. For example, number of flutes. Let's go and paste it here and click somewhere. And now we need to replace the tool pitch with the number of flutes. So let's go and search for the flutes. Here under tool section, we have flutes. You can go right click, and now we will copy only the name to clipboard, not the full formula. And we can now replace our tool pitch, Control V, and here Control V. If we say enter, our tool flutes for our first index are 4. And we can do this for all other variables. But let's go and move on to define this one. This is a very interesting variable since it is a combination between string, which is T, and this slash mark here, and also number of the tool. So let's go and search for our tool number, which can be found if you type in TXX. And also you can see that TXX number can be found also within the tool section and operation section. When you are defining a tool section, you will use number from the tool section. When defining from operation, you will use the operation one. So let's go and copy only the name to the clipboard. And now we need to define our formula here. We will delete the number 1 since it needs to be a variable. And before this, we will say equal. And we need quotation marks since this is a string. And in order to combine a string value and a variable, we need and sign, and we will just paste our formula. And let's just hit enter. This will be T1. So at this point, we can go and save our template and try to do a full test. So it will run for all 6 iterations of our tool section. And here you can see now we have T1, T2, T5. For example, diameters are changing, 24, 16, 60. For all of 6 tools, this is changing. Of course, other ones will not change because they are still strings, such as this one and this one. Let's go back to the design and just change our picture. Let's go and delete the picture that is hard-coded. And we'll go and search for the image. And here we have 2 different type of images for our tool. So it can be either a regular image from the toolkit or a parameters image. Let's try both. First one, let's use the parameter image. So copy the formula, paste it here, say enter, and we'll just run a full test. If we run a full test, this is what we will get. These are the parametric images coming from SolidCAM. But as you saw, we need to use different type of images. We need images from the toolkit, so we can go and search for image, copy this formula here from the tool, we can paste it, hit enter, and run a full test again to see if this is what we want to do. This is exactly what was asked from us in the example toolsheet. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.